Going on YouTube? Got another update going on here for the hot tub aquaponics system. Everything's been going pretty good. Everything's pretty much the same as last week, except we've got a few young ones here popping on up right next to my apple tree transplant cloning trying to do. It's not looking too good. It's been about a week or two now, and it's still not producing leaves, so it's probably not going to take. Everybody else is looking half decent. No more seeds came up besides these 4 guys right there. Had a couple plants like this pepper right here, this purple bell, a secondary purple bell that is. That one pretty much lost all of its leaves. But this little guy way back here, one of my yellow bells, you can see that it lost all of its leaves, and now it's coming back. It's got a couple more leaves popping right up. One right back there. That one also lost all its leaves. Now it's starting to come back with a few, as well as that one over there. But everybody's looking half decent. Unlike this little guy that lost all its leaves, and it looks like it's trying to come back with that one little tiny leaf there on the top. But it doesn't look like it's going to be coming back very good, just like this one, although it's trying to fruit. So hopefully it'll get something out of it, as well as that one right there. It's just starting, as you can see at the base there, it's just starting to rot away. So that one's probably not going to be any good anymore. But the basil over there seems to be taking a liking to the system. It's been doing pretty good. A couple of the Brussels over there, still full of holes. Found a whole bunch of caterpillar-looking things, threw them right into the water, and the fish ate them all. So, well, at least if we have a pest problem, at least somebody gets fed, so that's pretty good. My strawberries back there, kind of looking a little crappy, but you can see they're starting to put up a little bit of new growth there. Let's see if I can get some in there. Yeah, you can kind of see there. We got a little bit of new growth going there, so that's okay. That's how strawberries usually are, a little bit of dead growth, a little bit of new growth. Over here in the hydro tube, everything's been doing pretty good. Got the water level going pretty good. That's about the fastest it's ever been flowing. And as you can see, we got a few leaking spots over there. No big deal. As you can see down here, we're not really getting much water flow by the time it gets past those guys. Probably gonna move them all around, put them all on the bottom side, and get them pretty much ready for some fall vegetables. And over here with the strawberries, you can see, get a little holy action going on. Have these stupid little beetles that keep appearing. There's one right there. We got a beetle right here. It's gonna get thrown right into the fish tank and become fish food. If I find any of your friends, you're going there too, buddy. Oh, there's another one of his friends actually right here. I think I made him in. There's more of them than there is time for me to come out here and throw them in for the fish. So they're winning right now. But water action, the whole system, plumbing and everything, still going great. Love this design. Everything's been working great. No regrets. I'm not going to change anything for a while until I have a reason to. I stole one of the airlines. Now going into my new fish tank, which I made a whole video about that. If you want to check that out, that's up there. Over here, I've got my watermelon. They're looking a lot better, even though they're still looking kind of crappy. Both of them. And this one actually has some of the leaf tips here are actually looking really shitty. But for the most part, they're actually starting to grow. You can see some green growth right there, where they're actually trying to take off a little bit. My cantaloupe standing up even taller. Not really doing any action yet. Still waiting for them to take off. My tomatoes here, where we had all the damage, as you can see. That's quite a bit of damage that was done to it, but as you can see right here, we got some brand new growth going right here, here, all over the place. So we actually have some decent growth going. So hopefully that will go ahead and take over and take off, and we'll get some fruit going. My peppers starting to flower a little bit. You can see got a few flowers in here, a couple over there, here. so that's not looking too bad. My apple tree still looking half decent. Waiting for more leaves than that to take off so I can actually either pull it or I don't know, maybe just leave it right in this system and see what kind of action that apple tree can do in an aquaponics system. My sucker, he's been doing pretty good, though looking a little crappy right now. The weather's been off and on, so that could be part of the reason for that. But the peppers are actually looking half decent, still small. A few of them are getting a little bit big and fruiting, like I said, but for the most part, they're these little guys right here, these three right there, all looking about the same as they were last week. This big old tomato right here, we have some fruit going on that guy. One little small one. I just yanked another one of the fruit that was on there, only to find it wasn't ripe yet, and I saw a nice size hole in it. Cut that thing open, only to find that there's a big old caterpillar inside of that. So I fed it to the chickens. They enjoyed both the caterpillar and the tomato. They love garden scraps, whether it's pests or fruit. Over here you can see a little bit better view of what's going on with these peppers. They're pretty much the exact same thing as they were last week. This guy's a little bit bigger. That guy's just a tiny bit bigger. Back here to the other pepper that's starting to rot out there at the base. And as you can see, check out my strawberries. Actually have all kind of leaves popping out on this, and it's doing great. It's loving the hydro setup as well as this guy. Both of them are really loving it. That's about 3 times the amount of leaves that were in there from when I put them in there. Alright, and we're right on back over here to the newest beds. Everybody's doing nice and lovely. My okra, this one, is doing the worst, even though you can see we've got a little bit of new growth going on there, as well as right in here, right there as well. So the transplant shock should be wearing off on those guys, and they should be ready to start taking off. My strawberries here have been doing really good. We've got a few flowers on there starting to form. Hopefully we're going to start getting some tomatoes out of this guy, as well as this guy right here. You can see he's got a few flowers starting to pop off. Hopefully we can get him to start fruiting. And hopefully we can get some more of these seeds over here to start popping up and show us what kind of seeds they are. Got this little container. It's just pretty much acting as a little greenhouse type effect, keeping humidity in. That's what was around this apple tree transplant right here. And that's why these 3 just popped right up immediately. This one popped out outside of the dome. And so I'm just kind of moving it around the whole place. Just give it a day or 2 here and there. See if I can get a few seeds to pop up. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, no big deal. Just a piece of plastic hanging around on the garden where nothing was growing anyway. But that's all that's growing on this week. Hopefully we'll have many more changes for the next week, and hopefully we start getting some fall crops popping up so I can throw them in my hydro tube and get that thing going. But till next time, later.